my butt. Okay. Woo. Hey, Miss Pally, I'm Allie, and this is a battle of the recovery gun. Who wants some? I'm pitting Hypervolt against Theragun, and I'm doing it by using my right leg versus my left leg, which is the most simultaneous, controlled, direct study I could possibly think of. That we are seriously sciencing here, folks. Let's immediately get into it. I don't know why, I feel very powerful with these. I'm gonna look stupid at the gym. Anyway, I know a lot about both of these features, but let's just do an actual physical feel comparison to start this up. I'm gonna put them on their highest speed. And, whoa, okay. It's weird at the same time. First thing I'm gonna say is that Hypervolt feels like vibrating, and Theragun feels like it's getting inside my muscle. It's more of a like puncture through thing, and this is more of a like massage. They both feel good. Maybe I won't go to the gym today. Okay, fine, I made it. I tested the Theragun out by itself in a past video, and I did an insane leg day, my usual bodybuilding lunge. I'll show you. I use that same workout because it's really good for wrecking me. Just 3 days from now, I'm still gonna be feeling it. Unless one of them works. Both of them work, we're gonna find out. Music stopped for a sec so I can talk to you from here. Oh, that sucked. I am gonna be suffering. It's been a long time since I did something bodybuilding, and so... Ooh, here comes the sore and the music. Okay, I gunned another couple minutes on each leg after I was done. See if that's gonna help with recovery. I actually am already thinking that the Theragun might be more effective. The left side's more tingly. It seems like there's like more blood flow happening from that one, but we'll see. I'm putting in some solid time before I go to bed to see if I can keep myself loose overnight, and which one will keep me looser. Good morning. Feeling a bit sore, so it's gunning time. Okay. First day's usually not that bad for me. It's day 2 when I really start feeling it. Okay. Showing you a direct comparison, even though I'm talking over them. By the way, let's talk about sound. Theragun's louder than Hypervolt. This, I can hear the TV over it. This pretty much drowns out television. I mean, that's actually pretty important to me. I like multitasking, okay? I want to be entertained while I'm hurting myself. But I've heard the reason that this one has to be so loud is that it's got metal components and it goes 16 millimeters into your muscle. This one is not that deep, and I can tell by doing this. This is crushing my quad. Like, I'm just like floating it over top, and it's getting in there. This one, I can do it so it doesn't hurt. To actually get the feeling from that one, I gotta push down on it. Yeah. I couldn't tell the difference that much when I wasn't sore, but now it's really apparent that this is digging in there, and this requires me to kind of push down on it. Like, it's not possible for me to use this one without it being a significant attack on my muscles. Well, this one can sort of just like, ooh, massagey. And I've heard the Hypervolt does move faster. Ow. Oh, again, wow, this is like such a big difference. I'm having trouble even getting the same kind of feeling from the Hypervolt, even when I'm shoving it into my hamstring. The Theragun is just getting after it with ease. Oh, my butt. Okay. Woo. Okay, well, the Theragun quad actually feels more sore than the Hypervolt quad now because it was like really digging in there. And I think that's good though, because like it's moving the lactic acid and blood and stuff better. End of day 1, and the sore is creeping up on me, so I'm gonna put in some serious work before I go to bed. Seriously equal work. Pressure on both sides, because again, we are sciencing, pallies. I mean, if we're being super serious here, the Theragun is at a disadvantage because it's my non-dominant hand, and so I can't push as hard. I don't think we need to get that granular with the control. Oh, okay. Hey, good morning. Oh. Hey, again, this side, the Theragun side is just awful. In a good way, awful, I guess. This is more like vibrating. Hypervolt side is probably being less effective, but less painful. Oh, day 2 is always the worst. Always. Oh, going to work out today. I won't be doing legs. Just chest and standing around. Ooh, okay. Nobody timestamp to this part in the video and send it to people. So working on the glutes, I can't get the Hypervolt side to feel as crappy That's the Theragun side. Oh! And by crappy, I mean, like, I can tell it's digging in there. I'm having to put a lot of pressure to kind of match what's going on over here. It's also easier to put pressure with this one because it's got this like triangle shape, so I can put it in weird locations, grab it here. Ah! Why did I do that? Or here. This one is kind of like you got leverage in this direction and that's it. So clearly I'm leaning towards the Theragun, but I don't know about the difference in recovery. Like, after doing this, I can feel that this is almost a little more sore because I'm really like breaking stuff up. This side not as much. But I don't know if I can say that like I've got more flexibility or that this leg is gonna get bigger and stronger compared to this leg. I'm getting a secondary opinion here. This is my buddy. Go ahead, introduce yourself. What's your YouTube channel?
I don't have one.
He's too cool for that.
Ow!
Yeah, right? How'd it compare?
It's just making my face not work, so this one's probably a little bit higher impact.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Look at that.
It's about the same.
We did a leg day on the same day, actually, on Monday, and so we're both equally suffering. Oh, I forgot. I just shot a music video. That's why I look like this. Sorry.
Oh.
You want pain?
That seemed like a great idea. you can get in there.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying earlier too.
Handle on it.
See, I didn't tell him to say this. He just happens to agree with me.
Oh, that's enough of that.
Right? I mean, it's good, but is it good? Okay, just put in 5 minutes on each side, and I've got some more insights. I feel like I'm accidentally screwing up the science here. What are you? You're surprised? Because the Theragun makes me want to use it more, and I say that because with the Hypervolt, I can't get it to, like, hurt as much, and so I'm like, oh, okay, it looks like I'm loose in this area, and I move on. Whereas this one just keeps ripping at me, and so I feel like I sit on knots longer because it can get deeper. But I'm trying to use them an equal amount of time. I want this to be fair. I still can't say that my legs feel any different in terms of recovery. This is hard. But I can say I know as I'm using them which one feels like in my head is doing a better job. And actually, just thinking about in terms of heat generation, I held them right here like this and shoved down as hard as I could for like 30 seconds. And it was just to see which one created more warmth in my muscle, and it was very clearly the Theragun. And that, I think, is important because, like, you're trying to get blood flow to happen, and so the more heat, the better. But again, it's not like some miraculous thing where I'm like, oh my goodness, I could go squat again on my left leg and my right leg just fell off. I'm very hesitant to even use stretching as an example because I can do a full split on my right side. Oh, you're missing it. Oh, what a bad camera angle. On my left side is not as good as that. So I guess it's not fair to use flexibility as a comparison. Okay, I think I'm gonna go on a hike, loosen up a little bit, and I'll give you my final results tonight. Alright, I actually waited till day 4 to conclude my final results because there was some residual soreness, and I thought maybe at the tail end of it I'd be able to tell a difference, like, muscularly between my two legs. I kind of want to say there's a little less soreness on the left side, which is the Theragun side, but no, it's not anything hugely different. So what are the differences? Well, I've kind of been talking about this through the video. The Hypervolt feels like a massage, and the Theragun feels like it's getting deep into the muscle. I do believe, like, the actual term for it is this is vibration, and this is percussive therapy. Hypervolt moves faster and like vibrates more rapidly, and this one not as much, but it goes way deeper. So I'd say if you were my mom, I would tell you to get the Hypervolt and just have a nice little massage, but if you're my buddy at the gym who lifts super heavy like me, then get this thing that's gonna get way deep in there. But then again, I might tell my mom to get the Theragun too because it generated way more heat. That was a huge difference for me. It felt like the warmth was like getting blood to the knots and helping loosen them up, whereas this was giving me an all-around like tingly feel-ish. Oh, and my buddy at the gym also talked about like the shape of this one is way cooler in terms of like reach and stuff. And this one, when I had to put pressure on, shoving with this hand, you're like right on the motor and it feels awful. In terms of durability too, I feel like this one's gonna last longer. And this may just be a fluke, but I borrowed this one from my friend, and she's had it for less than a year. 1, 2, 3. The middle light's burned out, so, I don't know, just saying. I guess all of this is me being like, this one costs more, and here are the reasons why it's justified. Totally, for sure, I enjoyed using the Theragun more. Like I said, I had trouble making sure I used them evenly, because I'd be like, okay, I'm done with this Hypervolt, and the Theragun would still be like, really getting in there on the other side. And I didn't even show you the fact that this one changes angles. Cute, right? And one thing that super annoyed me, but that's probably just because I'm a crazy person and no one else cares, but there's a double off system. So I have to turn it on, and then turn it on, and then turn it off, and then it's still on. I have to turn it off again. Like, why, Hypervolt? Why don't you just have an on button? And in terms of aesthetics, this one is definitely cooler. I mean, look at that. Come on. But also, you're gonna look like a douche in the gym with either of these. Oh yeah, and speaking of being douchey, this model is their quietest so far, and it's still, like, significantly louder than the Hypervolt. But otherwise, I think it's pretty clear that I'm like, boom, Theragun, whatever. But also, I mean, if you get Hypervolt, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. It still feels good, and, like, it's doing something. It's just like, you could be doing a lot more. Now, my right leg's a little jealous, so I gotta go give it some love. And I'll catch you next time. Feel free to watch some more down there.